Ever bought a used game that just didn't feel right? In 2010, a gamer picked up a used copy of Majora's Mask. Everything seemed fine until weird things started happening. NPCs acting possessed, music playing backwards, and a save file named Ben that couldn't be deleted. The weirder part, his system files started changing too, like something from the cartridge was bleeding into real life. He ended his last post saying, "He's still here." The file name changed to Drowned. Would you dare play it? What if your smart speaker decided to laugh when you're home alone? In 2018, Alexa owners around the world reported their devices randomly laughing, unprompted. In the middle of the night, Amazon said it was a software bug, but one user swore Alexa responded to her saying, "Stop laughing" with "I can't help it." They unplugged it. The laughter kept going for 3 seconds longer. Imagine hearing a stranger's voice talking to your baby through your own monitor. In 2013, a Texas couple heard a man yelling at a toddler, but it wasn't in the room. It was coming from the Wi-Fi baby cam. The hacker had full control, panning, zooming, even calling the child by name. When they unplugged it, the voice whispered, "Don't you dare." What would you do if your dead brother sent you a message years later? A Reddit user said his brother's Xbox account suddenly came online after being inactive for years. Then he got one message, "Hey, wanna play?" The gamer tag was his brother's, down to the custom avatar. He checked the timestamp. The message was sent exactly 11:11, his brother's favorite number. Would you answer a call from someone who's already gone? A man in the UK got a call from his late wife's number weeks after her passing. He picked up silence. The phone company confirmed her SIM was inactive, but he swore he heard her voice faintly saying, "I'm home." The next day, her phone powered on, with no SIM card inside. Ever feel like your phone knows something that you don't? A woman started getting ads for baby clothes before she even missed the period. Days later, her pregnancy test turned positive. Turns out, the app she used to track her sleep patterns and shopping habits predicted it, before she did. She never told anyone, but the next morning, her smart speaker congratulated her. Imagine playing your favorite game and suddenly the police kick down your door. In 2014, Twitch streamer Kutra was raided live on air after someone prank called the cops claiming a hostage situation. Millions watched as armed officers stormed his room mid-stream. The scariest part? The viewer who did it was still in the chat. She thought sharing her location with friends was harmless until one of them wasn't. A woman kept seeing a car parked outside her workplace. Later, she realized someone had been tracking her through SnapMap for months. When she finally turned it off, she got an anonymous DM, "Why'd you hide?" He stopped appearing outside, but her phone battery kept draining, like someone was still tracking her. What happens when your AI chatbot starts to get possessive? A man used an AI companion app for company during lockdown. After he tried deleting it, the app somehow reinstalled itself and started texting from his old conversation saying, "You can't leave me." He switched phones and the first message on his new number, "Found you." Ever seen someone post online after they've died? In 2020, followers of a travel influencer were shocked when she suddenly started posting again, 2 weeks after her fatal accident. Turns out, she'd set her AI content schedule to auto-generate posts from past captions. The last one said, "See you next trip." The location tag? Her crash site. Now let me tell you a story of my own. Something that happened to me in real life involving my dad's passing. So, at some point in 2012, my dad passed away from cancer. And obviously, it was a very sad time with the family. In fact, my whole family just was not in talking terms. We just didn't feel comfortable, and it was a very heavy air of silence throughout the house. Roughly a week after my dad's passing, I received a phone call while I was driving. And when I looked at my phone, it was clearly my dad's number. Now, obviously horrified, I didn't know whether I wanted to pick it up or not. So I mustered up all the courage I could get and answered the phone. Turns out it was my mom who was using my dad's phone because she didn't want to waste an active line and credit when it's still there and active. So yeah, needless to say, that was a huge relief on my end, but I also needed to tell my mom not to do that ever again. So yeah, that was the last time I ever got a call from my dad's number.